And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Slipstream, a game that, by the looks of it on Steam, is very inspiring. Outrun, sorry, you know, that old game where you drive by the beach with a very fancy car while having a girl on your copilot seat, right? But this one, it's either Japanese or made by a weeb, because you can see that on the lower right of the icon it's written in katakana, Suripu Suturim, right? So this is either a Japanese game or a weeb game, one of the two. But in any case, this was a game gifted to me by YummyGummies, you know, basically the most recurrent viewer in my channel, so thanks to him for this game. I already created a file just to enter the options, because you can enter the options without creating a save file, so I needed to do that, but it's okay. So should I play the tutorial first? Or should I just go to single player? I think it might be worth to play the tutorial. I don't know, maybe not. Well, we could try. I mean, it's a racing game. Don't think it will be that hard, right? Oh, wait a second. It's one of those that you accelerate with the triggers. Well, I'm gonna see if I can change that, because I don't like accelerating with the triggers. I prefer accelerating with the face buttons. At least they let you turn with the D-pad. So there is that. So as you can see, the graphic aesthetic is very similar to Outrun. To get through sure, you need to drift, release, tap, and okay. Gotcha. This is relatively similar to how the Ridge Racer drift works. Oh damn, I got fucked and the game immediately teleported me back. It works in very weird ways, and that's because the car is animated per frame, so it doesn't turn automatically, quote unquote, in terms of the animation. Well, this is basically explaining how Slipstream works. Slipstream, believe it or not, is a concept that exists in real life. Well, not this exaggerated, but you know. Yes, going behind a car will reduce the aerodynamic, you know, load. Wait. Oh, time rewind? I don't know about that. I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't use time rewind. That's something that... yeah, no. But you know, at least that was simple. Okay, can I change those buttons though? Doesn't look like it. Nope. I don't see any... oh, never mind, I'm blind. Configure controls, okay, perfect. So, perfect. And rewind, I mean, I'm not gonna use it probably, so I don't really care. But yeah, let's go with that. Because honestly, accelerating with the triggers is not really worth it if you're playing a game that doesn't really have any trigger mechanic, right? Like, if the game is just two states, like either you're accelerating or you're not, it's not very worth it to do that. So, Grand Tour, Cannonball, what the fuck? Alright. Wait, Grand Tour and Grand Prix are two different modes? Okay. Regular reverse. No, regular. So, you have 5 cars to pick from. Wonder if you can change the color. Usually, well, I don't know in this game, but in a lot of arcade racing games, acceleration and handling are the most important things. So this will be the logical choice. Or this, but this one suffers a lot in the handling department. I think I'm gonna pick this one. It's not a very pretty looking car, but... Oh, you can change the color? Huh, well, there aren't many options as I thought. Well, I could... Honestly, I think yellow looks better, but that's because of the red interior. Manual drifting. Okay, sure. All the cars have medium acceleration and top speed. All the cars in the race have higher top speed and slower acceleration. I don't know. I could pick medium, I guess. I mean, doesn't really say that it changes the difficulty, it's just the way it works. Okay, what the hell? Wait, I just started and they are already... What? Okay, that's how it's gonna work. What the hell is this guy? Damn. This game just started and it's already quite stoned. Drifting is a little bit harder than it looks like. I think that's mostly because the fact that it forces you to... it's a very command-like sequence. It's not that organic as I thought. You need to do it in a sequence of buttons. You need to let accelerator go, tap brake, and then tap accelerator again. But I think that if you do it too fast, it doesn't count. So it's a little bit weird to do. Marble Garden or Resort Islands here. And so this is pretty much Outrun. I thought it was only the art style, the one that was similar to Outrun. This is exactly how Outrun is. You have places to pick at the end of each stage. You don't normally race against other racers though. I don't know exactly the first version of Outrun, but the version I played of Outrun was just dodging traffic. Maybe there were races, but I don't remember there being races. Bogus move? What do you mean bogus? You are bogus. Also, are the meters that appear on the low left supposed to be the distance between me and my opponent? I think it is. Villa Rica? It's supposed to be like a Latino looking city. It doesn't look very Latino though. Or Spanish for that matter. Well, Camila, okay. That, if you get rid of one of the L's there, Camila is a Spanish name. Ouch. Damn, I'm getting fucked. Foolish human. Wait, why are you talking like a moron? Does this girl think she's not human? Well, she has red eyes, so I guess that makes sense. Now, I wonder if it's gonna game over when you lose a race, because that's exactly what it's about to happen right now. If that distance is real, I am about to lose this race. Yeah, there it is. No, you can still keep going. I like Emerald Hills, the way it sounds. God damn it. Are these people traffic, or are these just people that were paid by the rival to get in my way. Because that guy specifically blocked me. Multi-back. What the fuck? Am I fighting a robot now? Alright. Well, fighting. I mean racing, not fighting. You're overclocking your processor. But overclocking your processor is always a bad idea. You should not do that. Uh-oh. Or at least... Ah, god damn it. I'm playing ping pong with the fucking... with the walls. And he barely won that. Radical City or the cemetery? I'm kinda interested in the cemetery. Am I gonna fight a zombie here? Well, then again, a robot appear in a forest, so I don't think it really is... Wait, this is literally Takumi! And it's called Tofu Boy. Wait, are you shitting me? How is this allowed? How is this even allowed? Can someone think of the copyright? Dude, that guy is literally Takumi. They are not even trying to hide it. Like, if he was only called Tofu Boy, maybe, but this guy... that portrait... I can't believe it. I don't believe it. I gotta say that a lot of these indie games that heavily... Oh, what the hell? Hello? Well, that's because I lost. Damn, I didn't expect that to end that way. Is it because I lost 3 times? You can lose 3 times, maybe? Damn, that was weird. But yeah, I think you might have 3 lives or something. That was weird. Alright. I can't lose that much. I shouldn't lose that much. Maybe I should bring something faster. Though this thing has a lot of handling, that's the issue. Like, this amount of handling and I still perform that badly might be a problem. Well, I could try using this. I don't know, maybe picking automatic drifting will be a better idea. I'm surprised there is not automatic or manual transmission though. Like, as you can see... Oh, well, there are no shifts, actually. So I guess it makes sense that there is no automatic or manual transmission. Because if there are no shifts to make, then you don't need a transmission. Are all these cars electric? Maybe we're living in the future. So with this music and these environments... Well, there was a robot though, so this might be the future. Might be. And these drifts really make me want to play Ridge Racer again. What a good game. Ridge Racer basically lets you drift in so many different ways. It's insane. It also depends on the car. It's such a well done game. Ridge Racer. Amazing game. Neon Seed. The whole world feels different now. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you stoned? I wonder if these characters are also references to other characters. Because they might be. The only one I recognized was Takumi though. Also, there is a timer. Maybe what happened in the previous run is that that timer ran out. But how do you even recharge the timer? I will assume you recharge it by just going to a different stage, right? Like for example, here it should recharge fully. Yeah, it recharges, huh? So maybe the recharge is static, which means that if you did very badly on the previous stage, you are bound to run out of time, like what I'm doing right now, basically. It seems that around the third stage, your rivals start, well, outrunning you. I guess that's the true reference to Outrun. Now that I think about it, I mean, I never played the first Outrun, but I will assume that it will make sense that the purpose was to win races if it's called Outrun, right? It's like, probably. But I only played a PS2 version of Outrun that had no races at all. Yeah, okay, I can see the timer being super strict here. Ouch. So that seems to be the main problem. Like the reason why I lost last time was not because I lost a lot of races, but because the timer ran out. It seems to be very hard to avoid the timer from running out. I mean, I know I shouldn't crash. That's probably a very good way to avoid it, but it seems fucked up. Ah, damn it. Oh, these corners are legitimately hard. So why is this guy called Norman? Ouch. Damn it. Oh, he's gonna win this race. Akagiyama. Well, it's the one that I haven't seen. So this is where I might run out of time, like inside this circuit. And as you can see, I do think that you get less and less time. So is Takumi, is this the final stage? So it kind of looks like it might be the final stage. Considering that this guy is here, and also the fact that the timer can't go on any longer. Feels that if you want to not lose the timer, you really need to not crash. But some of these turns are so fucked up. I don't even know if you can keep a drift going between two different corners. I don't think you can. But braking and accelerating again, like for example right there, is super hard. So here, as you can see, I ran out of time. The rival also won, but the thing that it stopped there is because I ran out of time. Damn it. That's fine though. What matters is not running out of time. Maybe I should pick a... Well, but see, that's the thing. If I'm already struggling turning with these cars, picking a faster car with worse driving will not be a very good idea, I feel. I could pick this one. But I feel like it's gonna be a bad idea. I also wonder if picking heavy is gonna have any difference in how easily you can reach the exit. Maybe not, you never know. Also the countdown, the colors for the countdown and everything reminds me of Sonic stage screens, right? When you start a stage, Judas Avalon. What a name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all references to different things, and some of them I don't recognize. And I apologize because I'm pretty sure that these are all like 80s references or something. So yeah, my bad, I don't recognize them. I mean, I wasn't really born in the 80s, so... But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe these are just OCs. I don't know. Did I go to the Marble Garden? I don't remember. Did I go here last run? Ouch. It does seem that I've seen most of the rivals so far, though. I also should try automatic drifting just to see how it looks like. It will certainly prove to be helpful. Uh-oh. The lack of acceleration of this car means that if you hit the wall, you're gonna suffer quite a lot. And crashing against other cars is also quite bad. Makes you lose some time too. But yeah, hopefully with this faster car we can not run out of time. Even if we don't lose if we don't win every encounter. It also seems like the rivals are completely random. Though, I guess except for Takumi, he's the one that got repeated at the 5th stage. So maybe that's the only one that stays there. I don't know. Whoa. I really don't remember which places I went to and which places I didn't. I know that I went to Emerald Hills, but I don't remember if I came here. Oh, come on, what a bitch. David? I'm kissing the wall so passionately. Very, very passionately. Oh, some of these corners you cannot do them at full speed. It feels like you have to let go the accelerator a little bit. I mean, for cars that don't have enough handling at least, and this one definitely doesn't. This guy won. Oh, Neon City? I didn't go there, right? I don't think I went here. Hopefully this is enough time to at least reach the end, whether I win or not. So okay. It seems that the rival can change at the last stage. It's not delegated to you know. Damn it. Like right now I'm having more trouble with the traffic than with the actual corners. I tried drifting. It's okay. This is a very good stage because the streets are so wide. So the chances of running into a wall are lower, though not impossible. Damn, Rival won? Fuck you. He barely won. Also. Oh, okay, so at least this one counted as a full run. As you can see by the fact that it says route number 15, it counted as a route. Problem is, Day Tripper? Alright, I think that's a consolation trophy. Wait. No, I didn't want that. No, fuck. Get out. Get out. Okay. Trophies. So, reach all exits in Grand Tour mode. Damn, that's messed up. All rivals in a single Grand Tour route? Question mark. Well, I guess I could try winning the cups, which I'm assuming are the Grand Prix. Probably. Stock cars? Custom cars. Well, for now let's try this. Problem is that I really don't know what kind of car I rather use. This one worked very fine so far. I guess I could use this one. I kinda wanna see what happens if I go for heavy, but I'm gonna try that later. Wait, wasn't this a stock? Shouldn't be able to purchase the upgrades. Huh. Damn, this is definitely a Sonic reference. Yeah, of course, it says Ruby Cup Act 1. Of course. I was sure that this was gonna... That this had something to do with Sonic. So this is an actual race. It seems like there is no traffic, just cars that you race against. So that's cool. Oh, and it tells you the position and everything when you overtake someone. There are 4 laps. Damn. This game can turn into a racing game just like that. Oh, already second place. Got it. Now the question is, how easy is for these guys to overtake me? Because, you know, there are some games that put some emphasis in the overtake once you got into first place. Oh, this guy overtook me. Oh, probably because he caught my Slipstream. Well, I mean, after all, that's the name of the game. That's probably where the focus is. If the guy behind you is in Slipstream range, he's probably gonna overtake you. As you can see by the map on the bottom left, the guy is super close and it's getting closer. Then he's right there. So Slipstream is indeed super important. There is even other cars catching up. Wait, second. Oh, that's where he is. Damn. Is that the same car I have? No, I think that's the one that has a lot of top speed. I don't think it's this one. Well, this one has a lot of top speed, but not as much as that one. That one I think has full top speed. Oh, well, that's a problem. Well, at least I got first place quite easily before, so maybe I can get first place quite easily now. So then, look at the distance. This guy is already so far away. We have the 3rd place. Yeah, I think that guy is gone for good. That's quite a long distance and obviously not even close to Slipstream distance. We might have lost this. Well, lost. We got second place, and this is a Grand Prix, so... Oh, he crashed. Well, he either crashed or the game felt pity for me and made him stop. Which is also something that a lot of racing games do. When they know that you have no chance of recovering, they make the car that is in front of you be slow on purpose. They can also do the opposite, which is if you are winning a lot, you know. If you're winning a lot, the cars behind you are gonna try to fuck you up. Damn, they have... They all have names, and a lot of these names are Hispanic names. Interesting. I wonder if this game was made by Latinos. Supersonic. Alright. I don't like the fact that a lot of those achievements are hidden though. Because they don't seem like they are the particular achievements that are easy to figure out. They seem to be quite arbitrary. And it's stupid because this kind of achievements should exclusively be hidden if they are related to spoilers. If it's a very specific to get achievement, it should never be hidden. Ouch. Damn, dude. Once you crash in a corner, there is no recovering. Like, you are dead for good. Well, I mean, the recovering, you do it outside of the corner. But in the corner, like, you will just keep bouncing against the wall. Or at least I think that's the way it works. Probably. Well, at least it seems that going out of the track doesn't penalize your speed. I mean, it penalizes your speed if you crash outside of the track. But for example, here, if you just go on the snow... Damn it, that guy fucked up just like me. If you just put your wheel on the snow, nothing bad happens. It does seem, though, that... we are gonna lose this one hard. We're gonna lose this one quite hard. Now imagine how hard this will be if I pick the heavy option, which is more top speed and less acceleration. Will be super hard. It also seems that it's super hard to recover even against the shover cars. And this corner is messed up, dude. It comes so suddenly. It comes so suddenly, and once it comes, there's nothing you can do to react to it. You have to memorize it's there. Like after the uphill, there is a corner. God damn it. That's messed up. When trucks do that. Also, these guys are using the Sega font for one of those advertisements. I mean, it doesn't say Sega, but is that legal? The game has a lot of questionable things related to copyright. But it's okay. I'm sure that this is all fine. That they all had a legal consultant that told them that it's fine, right? Sadly, it seems that we're gonna end in a very bad place right now. It seems that 5th place if we get lucky. Nothing more than that. Well, it could be 4th, but I think that the lap is about to end, so... that sucks. God damn it. I got to focus on that guy. Well, no, 6th place. That's bad. And all of the cars stopped by the side of the track. Yeah, that's very bad. But hey, I'm still 2nd place. Because as you can see, the 1st place is not static. Like, the same car is not 1st place in all races, so we can still win this. I just need to stop fucking up. Which is easier said than done, obviously, but you know. Really? I didn't know that this will be possible tracks. So if I remember correctly, wasn't this the track that I crashed a lot and in fact one that ended the run? I have a feeling that a lot of these tracks are those that always fuck me over one way or another. It makes sense that I'm getting so destroyed by them. If this, look, even these assholes are getting fucked by them. These trucks are criminal. These trucks will kill you mercilessly. At least we have 4 laps, which I guess should be enough to learn the track. But it's funny because I think I should have flipped the car there like twice and it didn't do it. I'm grateful, but... yeah, that guy also got fucked. Yeah, this track is absolutely brutal. I'm surprised that there is so much disparity between tracks. Well, I mean, that adds more variety, but like, you compare this to something like Neon City, and Neon City is so insanely easy compared to these abominations of tracks. Because these corners, it's almost like it's not made by cars that are below a certain amount of handling. Like, it's like one of those roller coasters that say that you have to be this tall to ride. Well, here is more like you have to have this amount of handling to race. It seems that having low handling here is an absolute nightmare. Not to mention that, you know, there are some tracks that have consecutive corners just like that one, but they actually have signs telling you that. This track doesn't give a flying fuck about that. Like in this track, if you didn't remember there was a consecutive corner, you're gonna eat shit for free. Just like that. But even the regular corners are so messed up, dude. The regular corners are so pronounced in this track. This is supposed to be the first cup, by the way. I dread what the other cups are gonna be. Or maybe this is gonna be one of those cases where the very first challenge is the hardest one. I will be messed up, but I can definitely see that happening. Well, with these results, we are definitely not gonna win. Yeah, we are a little bit too far now from the top. How many races are there in a cup, though? I don't know. Oh, I don't start on the last place. I'm surprised. For some reason, I am 10th place, not 12th. All right. Also, isn't this Grand Canyon thing another one of those tracks where I got demolished in the Grand Tour mode? So I think it is. Damn, is this first cup really the hardest tracks in the game? Is that how it's gonna be? Because I remember all of these tracks being tracks where I got fucked non-stop. I have a feeling that that's how it's gonna be. Maybe for this I should pick a car with better handling. Since there is no time limit, I could do that. Picking a car with low acceleration and low handling on something that you can go as slow as you want doesn't seem like a good idea. I mean, it's a race, so it's not like you can go as slow as you want, literally. But I don't think it's worse than what's happening right now, you know. Right now I'm getting demolished because I can't stop kissing the walls. But I'm assuming that at some point that's not gonna happen. Well, the laps seem to be fairly long, at least. So there is time to recover, but I feel that the places that I'm crashing, the places where I'm crashing are places that I'm gonna crash no matter if this is lap number 3 or lap number 100, right? It seems super hard, especially when you have these consecutive corners, dude. Having consecutive corners without any signs is quite messed up. But it's okay. Guess it really is just a matter of memorizing. But yeah, I feel that I should switch car for this. I'm gonna keep going on this cup, at least just to see how long the cup actually is, but I don't have much hope that this is gonna end in a good result. I mean, technically, if I get first place somehow, shouldn't be that bad. If I get first place both in this and the next race. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, getting first place in the first race was already quite hard, so... Well, I don't think it's particularly necessary to get first place. I mean, I could probably get second and that would still give me a lot of points, but... I don't know if getting the slipstream in the middle of a corner, yeah, especially this corner, is a good idea. Not like you can avoid it, though. Okay. Third place, well, at least we got podium. That's something. Was this the third or the fourth race? I don't even remember. This coal guy is completely obliterating everyone. I don't think you can buy. Yeah. You can't do anything because it's fixed. Wait, oh, this is not the Neon City, this is the other city. It seems that this might be the last track though. It's just like the main mode. I think you are supposed to... You're supposed to do 5, to go through 5 tracks. Damn, that was horseshit. I didn't crash against any wall, but I still got fucked up by the cars. It's okay. Well, this doesn't look like Neon City, but it looks quite wide. So, at the very least, shouldn't be that hard to... Shouldn't be that hard to not crash, but it has some very tight sections. Wonder if I'm even gonna be able to get second place in the overall cup. At this rate though, I find it hard to believe. Find it quite hard to believe. Especially if I do these mistakes. I feel like I don't wanna even end this cup. I mean, like I want to just exit the cup like this, cause this is just embarrassing. I definitely picked the wrong car though. Yeah, no, fuck this shit. Fuck it. Wait, if you quit the race, you can restart it? Well, that's very stupid. That basically takes away all the thrill that a Grand Prix can have. I didn't know that. Like, why do you do that? Like, might as well just make it just regular races. Because if you can just retry without penalty, then this is no different than playing 5 consecutive races. Like you yourself, right? And that's it. I think the thrill of Grand Prix should be that, you know, the thrill of Grand Prix should be that you only have one shot. Or like that game that I played not so long ago called Inertial Drift. That game gave you like a limited amount of tries per Grand Prix. So that makes sense. And yeah, no. You know what? Fuck this cup. This is definitely not the right car for the show. Damn, it even saves your data. That's messed up. Also, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. That's an interesting choice. I'm gonna play the Sapphire though. And I'm gonna use this one. This is the first car I chose, so I have faith in it. It's not very fast, but the acceleration and handling should carry me. Especially the handling. A lot of these tracks are just hard because they have very tight corners that some cars just suck at doing. Well, not saying that these cars are gonna magically be able to do them, but they should have an easier time for sure. Not to mention a lot more leniency at the moment of taking the corners, right? So if you have a car that is in front of you, like right now, you can try dodging them way more easily that way. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really assume that this was the right choice yet, because I think that the first race is always supposed to be easy. But let's just assume that it's the first race being easy. But if it's not just that, then this was the clear choice to make. Well, in fact, funnily enough, the second car I'm pretty sure is the same car I am using. Yeah, I think it's literally the same car with the same color. Fucking copycat. How dare he? Yeah, this is a lot more comfortable to drive so far at least. I mean, now that it seems that I can drift more easily, it shouldn't be a problem. The only problem is gonna be those corners that no matter what are always super hard to react to. Like those consecutive corners or a corner that is next to an uphill. Well, an uphill or a downhill. Because they are just as hard to see, really. In the next one I could try since this is the stock car version, I could try the custom car version. That should be interesting. That could make some cars that have bad handling beasts at the end. Or it could make a car like this that has bad top speed to have better top speed. Though I wonder what limitations there are. Because if you can just upgrade every stat, then it's not like by the end of the cup there's gonna be that much variety. Because every single car is gonna have the same amount of stats, you know. Probably. That was very easy. But again, we can assume that this was only easy because it was the first race. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, that Jason guy is literally using my same car. That's the exact same car I'm using. So we are in Villarrica. I wonder if this is supposed to be based in Costa Rica. I don't know. Also, I wonder if that's supposed to be a church. Also, I think I know why sometimes you start from the last place and some other times you start from the 10th place. I think this is a reverse grid. Reverse grid, which means that the people in the tournament that are first, for example, are gonna release last place. And that same way, people that are last place on the tournament are gonna start first place. That's something that sometimes is done in some professional races. Problem is that it's super dangerous in an actual real life race, because making the slowest drivers be first and the fastest drivers be last means that there is gonna be a lot of overtaking taking place, right? That is a horrible idea. I mean, obviously overtaking is the heart of racing, right? But if you just force a lot of overtaking, you are basically asking for an accident to happen. And accidents happen all the time, but by making it easier to have accidents, yeah, it's not a very good idea. Not very smart idea. If I'm not mistaken, like, I think that at some point in time, but I'm not sure actually. Like, Formula 1 used to do that, but I don't know under what circumstances and apply to which drivers. Because I'm assuming that didn't apply for the first drivers, right? That wouldn't make much sense. I don't know. Well, it doesn't make much sense to do it really, other than to make the race more exciting for the spectator. Because the spectator is gonna see a lot of overtakes. That's the whole point, basically. Well, I mean, that's pretty much like like the only exciting part of a race as a spectator. Like, if you don't care about anyone that is running particularly, the most exciting things you're gonna see are either overtakes or accidents. But that's not very good for the drivers, you know? Yeah. Obviously, if you are a fan of a particular racer that is there, you most likely are not gonna mind the fact that the race doesn't have many overtakes or anything, as long as your favorite racer wins, obviously. Well, wins or gets in a good position. It also seems that the first place gets 10 points, while the second place gets 6 points. So this is extremely hard on anyone that is not first place, basically. If you are not first place, you're gonna lose a lot of points. Like, there is no chance for you, basically. Now I kinda wanna try the Grand Tour mode with this car again. Now that I have the drifting more or less dominated. My only weakness is obviously, as I say, the sudden corners. When there is a corner and you only realize when it's already on your face. Like this one, for example. I was able to do it. I mean, that's a known fact that in arcade racing games, usually the cars with good handling are the ones that matter. Every other car is there just for show. It's almost always like this in arcade racing games. Top speed is not that important. Well, I guess it also applies to real life. Just that in real life it also depends on the circuit, I guess. Because, for example, in these games, you can see that I'm drifting through a corner at full speed, which obviously doesn't happen in real life. So the tracks here are not really that important. This is a brutal corner. That's fine. I mean, even with that mistake, the second place is still a little bit far from me. I shouldn't worry too much about it. There are some very weird transitions. When I look at the map and I see the distance of the car behind me, like sometimes he's quickly losing distance and then it suddenly gains distance. Oh, I know why, I'm stupid. It's because he got overtaken, of course. As you can see, these guys are not the same guy that was second place all this time. That's why. Yeah, I'm stupid. So basically what happened is that he crashed and he got overtaken by these guys. Problem is that I'm also crashing and I'm also getting overtaken by these guys. That's the main issue here. Will I be able to overtake back? Well, at least I know that this is not gonna be a big loss for me in terms of tournament points, because my rival in second place is also gonna get shit points. Also, I like how that guy is drifting through the water and he's not getting any penalty. He doesn't give a shit. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get first place, but we're definitely gonna get second. So we should win the tournament. I'm pretty sure though that there is an achievement that is get first place in every race in a tournament. Oh damn, and that first place actually overtook the second place in the tournament. So if this is the... oh, never mind, this is not the last race. Never mind. If this was the last race, even if I got in last place, I would have won regardless. As you can see, now that that guy is not in second place in the tournament, he's the 10th car in the grid instead of the 11th car. That's how it works. I don't know how I didn't crash there. But something tells me that if I had a car that doesn't have good handling, I would have crashed. He reacted quite fast, but I don't know if that's something that every car can do. Also, goddamn, there is a lot of tombstones here. I know that this is a cemetery, but... like, are these war victims or what? Look at how many tombstones there are here. Really feels that a massacre took place. I mean, I never been to a cemetery, and I know obviously that they have a lot of tombstones, but do they have this much? Especially so close to each other, right? Like, if you actually... oh, I fucked up so badly. Well, my rival also fucked up right in front of my eyes. Okay, fuck off. But yeah, wait, what? That's cheating. How did that guy got so much acceleration? I don't think it's because of Slipstream. This guy is literally rubber banding on my face. Also, yeah, that's the term that you use in arcade racing games for when cars catch up to you by just teleporting, right? It's called rubber banding. Well, rubber banding because what's happening is that, I mean, they are teleporting, but they are teleporting one step at a time, right? It's like when you play an FPS game, well, or any game online, and the lag is so bad that you like get teleported all over the place. That's called rubber banding. That's pretty much what happens in arcade racing games when the AI decides that it's time to overtake you. It's just those little teleports until it catches you up. There is a very interesting video about that in Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart 64. Or the one on the SNES, I don't remember. Wait. There was a Mario Kart on the SNES, right? Or am I stoned? I don't remember. Might be stoned. Well, regardless, the point is that that video is very interesting. Because it basically alters the player alters the behavior of the AI, so they always behave as if you were ahead all the time. Right? So you can see how they do some little teleports to go faster. It's quite amusing. But I mean, that's the whole point of arcade racing games. I mean, not rubber banding, but I mean that it's not supposed to be something realistic. So it tries to give you a challenge in some way. Alright, so here, I'm pretty sure the last one is the last race. The last one. The next race, this one is the last place. So that means that even if I go last place, I'm gonna win. Damn, my rival got completely fucked. Oh, never mind, he's there. Never mind, he's still second place in the tourney. But even if he wins and I go last place, I'm still gonna win. Unless somehow the last race gives you more points, that will be fucked up. Wouldn't be the first time I see it though. Well, in fact, it's pretty funny. But you know Trackmania? It's a game that the tourneys some tourneys get organized in a way that, like, it's better to avoid winning the first races because the last races give you more points in the overall tournament, which is absolutely stupid, but it's something that happens. It also happens in some real-life tournaments, but not in such a badly done way, right? So at that point you're basically saying that every race is a joke except the last ones. Every race is not to be taken seriously until you go to the last one. I think that kinda sucks as an spectator too, because sure, technically as an spectator, you could say there is more excitement because at any point in the tournament, like there is never a guaranteed winner, right? But at the same time, is it really good to know that the players are not racing at their top performance just because they know it doesn't matter? I don't know if that's a good thing as an spectator, you know. Well, it's not, clearly. But you know. I guess there are some spectators that are not very well versed in how the competition works, so they wouldn't really care if the participants are racing to their fullest or not. Alright, so my rival is here. Again, not like it matters, but you know. Will be nice to defeat him in the last race though. I mean, it can be a better rival. Not only he's the second place, but he also has the same car with the same paint job as me. That's like that's pure perfection. Absolute pure perfection. Oh. Team. If a car gets you from behind, basically it takes you to the wall again, whether you like it or not. Also, this track is very hard. Some of these corners are unforgiving. Well, not to mention these sudden corners that are impossible to know they are there. But you know. As I say before, it doesn't even matter. I still win the overall Grand Prix here, regardless of my result in this current race. As you can see, in fact, I could lose the next race if there was another one and still win. Just like that. So I won the Sapphire Cup. And there are little gems dancing. I mean, I don't think sapphires look like that though. Those are just gems. Well, then again, you could probably polish every precious metal into something that looks like that, right? Maybe, I don't know. So there is, let's try the custom cars one in the Emerald Cup. Oh, so you have one of each, right? So the one on the left side is the stock one, and the one on the right side is the custom one. Okay. So I'm gonna pick this guy again. I kinda wanna try heavy too, though I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a bad idea. Yeah, no, I think I'd rather leave the heavy for the first cup after I inevitably replay it. So you can buy anything at... Oh, or maybe you can. Wait, are you serious? You can buy engine, gearbox, or tires. So this is basically top speed, acceleration, and handling. The question is... Well, yeah, it says it down there, but... Question is if this takes into account your car's actual values, or if picking a car is something that is entirely cosmetic. That's the one thing I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Because if the car doesn't have any of its normal values, then you should try to balance out. Let's see how good of an idea this build is. I wonder if that guy that looks exactly the same as me is gonna be my rival yet again in this track. Or if he's gonna shove. I don't know, anything can happen. There are some cars flying around too. Because if the car doesn't really matter when it comes to stats, I wouldn't really pick this car. This car is one of the ugliest ones. Because it just looks like the kind of car that you will use to... well, to drive. But you will use to drive in the streets, you wouldn't use to drive in a race. All of the other ones look a little bit better, even though they also are civilian cars in a way, but they look more like sport cars. This one definitely doesn't. I also wonder if this game has something like a lock car. Oh, I fucked up. I know that a lot of arcade games have like a secret opponent that if you beat them, you get a secret car. I wonder if this game is the same. Because overall, when it comes to, well, games in general, like the amount of unlockable secrets have gone down over the years. You know, usually right now in a game, the content that you have is pretty much the base game. And anything that is additional is a DLC. Whether the DLC is free or not, right? That's not important, but like there are usually no more unlockable secrets in games. Oh, really? I hit that? That's a problem. I'm not doing very well in this race. I wonder if I'm still gonna be able to take first place. I hope. Something tells me that I won't. I mean, first place is not that far. I mean, 100 meters is not that bad, but I think I will have to rely on that guy making a mistake. And I mean, by making a mistake, I mean RNG deciding that he's gonna make a mistake. I wonder. He's right there. You can see him. But well, there's also the fact that the car behind me is very close. Yeah, I don't think I will take first place. No. Well, that's a problem. That's gonna be a rough start for the tournament. Hopefully that guy crashes a lot in the following tracks, but you never know. We get prize, and that prize we use it for upgrading the car. You know, get a lot of handling. Get top speed on 20, but mostly handling. I'm gonna leave handling in 50. I don't even know what the limit is for these cars. I'm assuming 100 is probably the limit. I wonder if it's possible to reach the end of the tournament having fully upgraded every single stat. Ouch. There is a poster called 80s Child. Well, I mean, this game was definitely made taking that demographic in mind. After all, Outrun is a game that released in the 80s, right? For arcades, at least. I can't see shit! Damn it, I couldn't see shit. So it really seems that this track is gonna be super... Well, this cup, I meant to say, is gonna be super hard. Though, we still haven't seen the Neon City. So something tells me that the Neon City is actually gonna be the last track in this tournament, which wouldn't make much sense. I mean, it looks really good and everything, but I'm pretty sure it's the easiest track in the game. I don't know why it will be delegated to that. Ouch. I should put better acceleration here. I think that handling is way more important than acceleration. The acceleration is basically for when you make mistakes. Well, when you make mistakes or when a car decides to stay in your way. Like that. Because you wouldn't really call that a mistake. There's nothing that you could have done there. Well, at least we got it to first place. The question is how long it's gonna last. Hopefully it lasts for long enough, but I also think that this is the first time that I race in this track. So I don't remember playing this track in the Grand Tour mode. Horizon Chase. That's an interesting way of viewing it, but yeah, how is it going, Yannick? Yeah, this game is more about Outrun though. Horizon Chase is like the typical arcade racing game that is about races. And I mean, this game, as you can see, these are also races, but this is not the main mode of the game. The main mode of the game is called Grand Tour, and it's basically the typical Outrun mode. In Outrun, basically, you go through a lot of different environments, and at the end of each one, you can choose between multiple routes. Well, that's pretty much how that mode is in this game. But yeah, this is pretty much Outrun. Well, not to mention the way the graphics look. Like, I'm pretty sure if you do a side-by-side comparison, this looks just extremely similar to Outrun. But yeah, I really should play Outrun on stream at some point. Because as I say before, not only I never play the first Outruns, but also even the Outrun that I played, it's been so long since I played that game. It's been insanely long since I played it. You play Mistia Isayaka games good? I mean, I was interested in that game at first, but when I saw that there is so much fucking dialogue, I kinda got turned off from the game. Like, I mean, having some dialogue is cool, but I think that's one of those games that goes a little bit overboard. That's also kinda the reason why I don't want to play the Final Fantasy games either. I mean, yeah, I dislike turn-based RPGs. That's another reason. But I wouldn't mind it being a turn-based RPG that much if it wasn't for the fact that it's filled to the brim with dialogue. Which makes sense, that's how a turn-based RPG is. Because it really doesn't have much else to offer other than a story, so it better have dialogue, but you know, really not my cup of tea when games have a lot of dialogue. Because a lot of dialogue basically means that the majority of time you don't spend it playing, you spend it reading. And if I wanted to read, I will grab a book. Damn it, dude, are you kidding me? These corners are ridiculous. But yeah. Also, speaking of Toho, what do you think of my little arrange? Was very basic, but you know, it was my first attempt at doing music. I don't think it was that bad. But, you know, I mean, it wasn't that bad for a first attempt. We need to clarify that. Because it definitely has some issues. But, you know. I think it doesn't sound bad, at least. Which is what matters, obviously. But it's... Wait, is the first place the guy that is first place in the Grand Prix? I hope that's not the case. But I think it is, because I haven't seen him lately. Like, I don't think I overtook him. But I think it's him, that guy. Damn it, that's gonna be a pain in the ass if that's him. Well, it's gonna be a pain in the ass mostly because it's gonna be impossible to recover from the tournament. Like, the tournament is essentially lost. Because if he has 3 wins, I think it's gonna be literally impossible to win. Like, just purely mathematical. Some instruments felt moody or whatever you call it, but it's still a legit arrange, like the part at the end of the loop. Thanks. So, wait, what do you mean by muddy? Like, what will be muddy? Because, not because I don't think it is, but I don't know what that will mean. Moody as in, like, low pitched? Damn, 4th place, that's terrible. That's terrible! Yeah, and the first place, okay. So this tournament is pretty much impossible to win right now. This tournament, oh, I didn't mean to, oh, that's fine. Yeah, I think this tournament is completely lost. There is no more hope left. Well, that's fine. It depends on, oh, Neon City is the second to last race, not the last one. What's the last one then? Is there a track that we haven't seen? Probably. Well, at least this track is super easy. But I really don't like the fact that the second place, well, no, the first place has such an insane advantage. Because that will obviously force me to win both of these races, but that will force him to not get second place in both of these races. If he gets second place on both, I can't win. He needs to get worse than second. I don't even know if third place is enough. You know. Well, he's already there. He's already there in first place. He gives no fucks at all. 0 fucks given. Damn it. And I go and fuck it up like that. Yeah, I think this tournament is on the gutter right now. Jesus. Also, speaking of criticisms, I made it one of my friends listen to it, and the criticism he had is that the bass was entirely misplaced, which is true because I know absolutely nothing about bass, so I basically just randomly put it there. I can hope it worked. I didn't even think about the bass that much. But he picked it up very fast and he's like, this bass is terrible. And yeah, it is. It makes sense. Because I just randomly put it, expecting no one will notice. But this guy knows about music. Apparently Muddy can be explained as either too much low mid energy or lack of high mid energy. What? Too much low mid energy? Wait, what are we talking when we say energy? Like, I'm not trying to, like, discredit the criticism or anything. I'm just trying to understand it. What do you mean with low energy? You mean that it lacks instruments, that it should have more sounds? Because if that's the case, that is true. It should have more sounds. It feels very empty. It feels very empty because I basically just use the main melody, percussion, well, the random ass bass, and some other instruments sprinkled there, but nothing that, you know, is particularly, you know. Damn, this tournament is really going as bad as it can go. I feel that I should retire at this point, since it's literally impossible to win. There is no reason to keep going. Literally impossible to win. Okay, I want to try the first tournament again, but I want to try it with heavy class, just to see what happens. This is a stock tournament, so there are no upgrades that matter here. Well, I can see the top speed. Oh shit, yeah, the top speed is definitely higher. So apparently the difference in this mode is that, well, the top speed is higher, yes, but the acceleration is lower. So if you make a mistake, you're gonna get very punished for it. Like, you don't wanna make a mistake here. Now the problem is, I wonder how exponential this top speed this top speed is gonna be for cars that already have high top speed. Don't actually know if yours was a case of moodiness. Wait, I fucked up. Let me restart this. Kinda fucked it up. Oh yeah, that's right. You can restart. You don't need to quit, but just in case I'm gonna do it since it's the first race. Let's do that again. Moodiness is caused by too many different sources piling up and masking each other in the critical base and low mid-range areas. Yeah, well, that will make sense because the base was super random. Like, basically what I did for the base is just making it repeat the same note over and over and just change the note like every section, right? Like, it will go up and low, but it didn't have any melody to it. Like, it was just static. It was there just to make a noise. There was also another bass that followed exactly the same melody as the main instrument, which is completely worthless. But you know, yeah, that makes sense. I need to get good at bass. Like, I don't know how to handle bass. And in fact, it surprises me how musicians handle bass so easily. Like, it feels to me like such a foreign concept. It's super hard. Because it doesn't seem to follow... I mean, yeah, no. It does follow a logic, but it doesn't seem like a logic that is immediately obvious. Right? Like, when it comes to copying the melody, it's super easy, right? Because even if you don't know anything about music, it's as easy as making a lot of notes make noise until your ear is like, yeah, this sounds exactly like the original song. But when it comes to bass, if the bass is not very easily audible in the original song, I don't know how I'm supposed to figure it out. Again, there is a logic to it, and there are some patterns you can follow if you actually know music theory. But as you will expect, I don't. So the bass to me is super hard. And there are a lot of people that I hear that say, damn, did you hear the bass in this song? Like, how good it sounds? And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it happened to me a couple times. Like, some friends or family will tell me, hey, the bass on this song sounds amazing. And I'm like, what bass? I don't know how they do it. Like, sometimes you can hear it, but even if I know it's there, like, I can't really tell it apart from other sounds. Or rather, I can tell it apart from other sounds, but I don't comprehend what it's doing melodically. Like, I know it's sounding, I know it's part of the background, I know it's there, but that's as far as it goes. I don't know anything else, basically. Also, I haven't made a single mistake and I still... Or did I make a mistake? I don't remember. But I still got second place. That's fucked up. I'm pretty sure I didn't crash at all. Still wasn't enough to win. Alright. That's fine. Let's try the next race. Maybe we'll get more lucky. Oh, the ice cap. This track is fucking trash. Damn it. But yeah. Now, the real problem that I have, aside from not being able to manage the bass normally, is I don't know what other song I want to do. What is the next song that I want to do? Because the reason why I did Cerno song is because I remember someone telling me that musically Cerno's song was very simple. So if you wanted to try to replicate it, it was one of the best options because it was so rhythmically simple that you wouldn't have too many trouble identifying the melody. But now that I don't have any leads, I don't know what song I should go for next. Oh, also, by the way, thanks for the feedback. It is very appreciated. But yeah, that basically consolidates what I already knew, which is that I need to get better at bass. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it needs to happen. I just need to get better at bass. I need to get better at bass. You never know. It's a hard thing to do. I was looking up a bunch of songs to try on keyboard, and the only one I kinda could play was Imperishable Night Stage 1. Yeah, the problem is that will be... I mean, it's probably simple melodically, most likely, but it's, to me, it's very boring. Like, to me that song is just... I mean, it's very, obviously very good for in-game. Like, in-game sounds like an excellent introduction to the game. But I feel that composing a stage song, no matter... Well, no, I shouldn't say no matter which stage song. There are some stage songs that are very good, but... I feel like there are a lot of stage songs that I wouldn't do just because I don't think it will feel exciting to do them. Like, I could probably do them, but I don't think it will feel too fun to do it, you know? That's the reason why I don't want to do that yet. But it's a good idea. Like, if I just want to do a song just for the sake of making a song, yeah, that is a good idea. I was also thinking of doing Kogasa's theme. But see, the problem is that Kogasa's theme is a theme that I actually like a lot. So I don't know if it's a good idea to make songs that I really like when it's so early for me. Like, I feel that I probably should leave my favorite songs for when I actually learn how to do them properly. You know? That's the issue. But I don't know. Anything can happen, really. I mean, after all, even if I could do them better later, I guess it will be a good motivator to do a song that I really like. Because it will force me to care about doing it properly. But the issue is that if I am not satisfied with the result, I don't know if I will revisit it later to make it better, you know. Because there are so many Toho songs that it feels that it will be a waste to do the song again. Like, to do a same song again, even if I can make it better. Like, I don't know if I will bother to try to make Cerno's theme again. You know? Cerno's theme is like... it's done. Right? Which is also a reason why it pisses me off so much what they do to Lost World. Like, there are so many fucking characters, and they decide to repeat the same ones they already have. Is that the exact same concept, right? Like, there are so many Toho songs that redoing them again, I don't think it will be a good idea. So that's why I want to make it count. And if there is a song I really like, I don't know if it's a good idea to do it this early, but maybe I should. I don't know. But Kogasa's theme is something that I thought about because it's... well, it's a fairly short theme. Doesn't have too much variation in the melody. And also because of Kogasa, obviously. Clearly. That's the main motivation. But yeah. It also seems like it's a good idea to first focus on first stages bosses, I mean. So Cerno is one, and well, Kogasa is another one. Because those early game themes are obviously shorter than the late game themes, which means that you don't have to make as much as you will need to do if you were to do, I don't know, Byakuren's theme. If you want to do Byakuren's theme, you're gonna be making it for a long time, you know? Because that's a long ass theme. Also, I can't tell if this guy that is in first place was in either first or second place in the Grand Prix, or if he's neither. I hope he's neither. I could try overtaking him, but I think this is the last corner. I mean, this one, obviously. I think, yeah. Oh, this is the last corner. But yeah, he's still way too far, so no. It wasn't that bad. When are you making Chimata arrange? Well, that's funny that you mention it, because I actually was thinking about that. Chimata's theme is so good. Oh, look at this asshole, man. Fuck you. He was the first place in the Grand Prix. With a result like that, I really need to win the next two races. But yeah, now that you mentioned Chimata's theme, that was a theme that I was legitimately thinking about. That theme is super good. To me, it's clearly the best theme in that game, in Toho 18, by a long margin, in fact. Like, I think that every theme in that game is so below that theme that it's ridiculous. Like, every single theme in that game seems to be so below that one. To me, obviously. Like, that theme is just magical. Just as magical as how I'm getting fucked right now. But yeah. That really is a very, very good theme. But the problem is that, well, just as any final boss theme, is very long. But the problem that it's long was not the first thing that came to my mind. The first thing that came to my mind is that it feels that it's musically a super complex song. I mean, I'm not sure, again, I know nothing about music, but it seems that rhythmically it's super hard. especially because it relies a lot on contrast. Like, the whole point of that song is that there is so much contrast between between the low sections and the high sections. I mean, the main chorus is like that. It basically goes from a very low string of like very dual notes, and all of a sudden it makes that high pitched melody that comes in contrast with how dual all of the previous notes were. And I can't believe I could have overtaken this asshole and I didn't because he got in my way. I would have gotten so ahead of him if it wasn't for that. I think this Grand Prix are not gonna happen. I think this Grand Prix are destined to fail, not fall. Are not gonna fall anywhere. And it's a shame because he was getting third place as well. Yeah, honestly, this Grand Prix I think I have no chance at all. These are very hard. I do want to try this cannon. Oh, there is a battle royale. Okay. What is this? Wait, isn't this the same? Yeah, this is the same as Grand Tour, it feels. I kinda wanna try Battle Royale. With 8 racers, what about that? I want to pick this color now. But yeah, I made a Lost War video and it broke my view record. What did you do? What did you do in that video? Is the new stage that is breaking everyone's balls and it was a clear of it? Oh, I see. Yeah, usually I never get to do that. It's pretty hard for me to upload something that no one has beaten before. I don't think I can even do that. I mean, if I play, like, even if I play a game on release, there has been someone before the game even released has already beaten it and uploaded it. That's how it feels. Every time I try that, it never works. That's the big problem that it has. The very, very big problem. Oh, come on! Well, I'm definitely getting eliminated there. And dude, I can't believe it, but this game is actually hard. Like, no show, this game is legitimately hard. I guess the Steam reviews weren't kidding when they say this game was hard. This game is actually hard. Maybe I can be the first one to upload a win in this game? Nah, definitely not. But, you know. Yeah, that's an issue that I have. Every game that I've beaten has obviously already been beaten by someone. So yeah. I don't know why though. Like, if we're talking view-wise, the video that has the most amount of views is Well, no. I think the one that has the most amount of views is Loop Hero, which makes sense because I uploaded it around the time that it released, but for some reason, and I really don't understand why, a lot of people had seen my initial D videos. I don't know why. Was I really the only person to upload a gameplay of that video? I definitely don't think so. But for some reason, those videos are super popular. I'm assuming that they are popular because Initial D transcends video games. So maybe a lot of people didn't even know that Initial D had a video game, and they look at that video and they are like, damn, arcade stage? What's this? A video game? I don't know. But then again, I'm surprised that they haven't seen it in any other place. Or if they did that, they will choose watching it here. Because, you know, there are a lot of gameplays I have. Gameplays, well, I mean playthroughs. I have a shit ton of playthroughs. And the Initial D one is precisely one of the least, well, I wouldn't say one of the least. It's definitely the playthrough that doesn't really have anything out of the ordinary. They wanted to see your ass lose to Bunta. Yeah, but they can do that anywhere else, you know? They don't need to watch it. I mean, they don't need to watch me. That's the weird part to me. But yeah, speaking of losing, I'm losing like crazy here, dude. Like, I don't think I have won a single thing ever since I won the Sapphire Cup. Everyone is beating my ass to oblivion in this game. So this is one instance where the Steam reviews were not wrong about this game. Difficulty. Like, they were crying quite a lot that the game was hard. But, you know. Oh, this Norman guy is supposed to be Bob Ross. Why is he called Norman though? Was that his second name or something? I didn't realize until he said that line. Speaking of Initial D, I was reading Touhou Kenshin Roku. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a doujin, right? Also, I like that phrase that he should say. You gotta lose some time so you can enjoy winning. And that makes sense. Like, if you win all the time, which is quite hard, at some point you think it's easy and that there's nothing worthy in the victory. I mean, it happens a lot in some games that start easily and you are like, damn, this game is super easy, why am I even playing it? And then the game gets hard and you are like, alright, never mind. I wonder if that... Well, saying that that guy was supposed to be Dr. Disrespect would be a very degenerate thing to say, because I'm pretty sure it's based on someone that Dr. Disrespect is based on. But, you know, I'm not an 80s kid, I'm sorry, I don't recognize who that guy is. This guy though, I don't know. is a robot. He could be anything, I guess. Maybe he's supposed to be the Terminator? But no, I don't think so. But maybe. Ouch. Genshin Roku, aka Record of Penis. What? Excuse me? Wait, what is it? Is it a Doshin manga or is it a game? What the fuck is it? Oh, that sucks. Oh, he isn't going that fast, but... Oh, damn, I won right at the end. I don't know if I should have gone to Radical City. It's an Aero visual novel, oh, I see. Getting more into visual novels. Oh, look who we have here, it's Takumi. Flying around, just like me. It's just that I saw my hero Takumi flying around like that and I wanted to copy him, obviously. Tim, what the fuck is this track? I really shouldn't have picked Radical City, I fucked up. I'm pretty sure the other track was way easier. Just that Radical City has this super long, well, super wide areas. Yeah, he's called Tofu Boy. Though I'm still surprised. I don't think you can have a drawing like that and not get in trouble. Like, dude, guy looks literally like Takumi, even using the same expression. And calling him Tofu Boy is essentially the cherry on top. Fuck, I didn't win the last one, unfortunately. That's an achievement. Winning all of them. I kinda wanna get that achievement. What happens if you put reverse though? I wonder. Just don't tell anyone. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They also use the Sega font in some of this how is it called? In some of these signs. It doesn't say Sega, but it's clearly the Sega font. I don't think that's legal. You know, well, there it is. You can see it on the sides. Well, I don't know if you can see them properly because of the bitrate, but it's there, trust me. But you know, it's clearly not the only thing. Reminds me of that game. What's it called? Retrowave? But basically that game that had like a Windows logo just like that. No fucks given. Just take this Windows logo, bro. No problem. Don't worry about it. Dr. Levick. Seems that retro racing games for some reason really like their copyright infringement. It's Doc from Back to the Future. Oh, really? Well, he kinda looks like him, yeah. Interesting, good catch. Wait, I'm going the same route as before, am I not? Well, I can change the very last map, I guess. So apparently this Camila girl is supposed to not be human. Because in some dialogue she tells you something about you being a human. So who is this supposed to be referencing? She just looks like a regular emo girl. But apparently she's not human, so I don't know who am I looking at. Wonder if she's a vampire with those red eyes. Ouch. Oh, that might cost me the race, actually. No, it's not gonna cost me the race because it ends right there. Well, saying that it feels like a stake to the heart kinda tells you it's a vampire. Yeah, she's some vampire lady. That much is known. Then there is this. Damn it. This chick reminds me of the girl from Final Fantasy 15. Though I think that girl was blonde, not green-haired. Well, regardless, I'm gonna lose to her at this rate. That's not very good. Yeah, I'm definitely losing. And not only I'm losing, but I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to not get time out here. I most likely will get timed out, which will kinda suck. Try playing on easy mode? Fuck you. No, in fact, one thing that I was thinking, not playing on easy mode, but wait, what was I thinking about? Was thinking of doing something different and I can't remember what. Oh, this fucking asshole again. Okay. Takumi, you're going down. At least this is kinda like the easiest track in the game. But being the easiest track in the game is not gonna matter too much if you keep ramming your car against the fucking traffic, you know? That's the big issue. Oh yeah, I remember. What I want to try is automatic drifting. Just to see how it is. And see if it's a good idea to use it or not. I mean, it's supposed to be easier. Oh damn, I won on the last corner. Oh, but I'm gonna run out of time. Damn, I almost ran out of time. Literally 1 on 0. Damn, that's a shame. I won against the hardest opponent. Well, won against the hardest opponent in the easiest. Oh. Complete a station Grand Tour mode without touching anything? What? Oh, you mean a single stage? Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, guys, I thought it meant the whole thing. If it meant the whole thing, that would be pretty funny, because I clearly didn't do that. Problem is that all of these are hidden achievements, and you will never figure it out. Never ever. Ever. But I still can win the Grand Tour by winning every event. Just that I want to see automatic drifting. So what is automatic drifting? I'm assuming that I will only have to worry about pressing the acceleration button. Probably. Well, let's see what it is and how much it helps. Yeah, clearly. So, what is the drawback of this? Because the games say that it doesn't let you control your car very well, but I call bullshit on that, because I'm being able to control it just fine. If I knew there was no drawback, I would have picked this at the beginning. This is literally the same as manual, but without any of the difficulty involved. Damn, dude, if I had knew that, I would have won the tournaments, I would have won everything. Well, let's not jump to conclusions yet, though. Because that's gonna happen only if I don't fuck up here, obviously. We still don't know if we're gonna fuck up or not. Yeah, this seems to be super easy to do. Like, it really feels like it's something that I should have picked since the very beginning. And I kinda regret it. I mean, obviously drifting manually, you could say that it makes you more involved in the game. But this is, I mean, it's not very fun to kiss a wall just because a corner appears out of nowhere, which is how most of the, you know, most of the times I crash happen, right? Here is Bob Ross again, only that he got overtaken. Yeah, this makes everything so easy. Like, I'm pretty sure I can beat everything that I failed at before, just with this. This just makes everything so stupidly easy. Well, problem is that I already wasted so much time using the manual transmission. That was kind of an issue. I shouldn't have done that, but I did it. But it's okay. Guess we can still get the... We can still do the tourneys again. Well, I could do, other than the tourneys, I could do the Battle Royale. The Battle Royale against every opponent, that will be interesting. It's really messed up. Really messed up that this has absolutely no drawback. Well, I'm gonna get overtaken. I'm gonna get overtaken not because of the corners, but because of the fucking traffic. I most likely am gonna lose because of that. And if I lose because of traffic, that will be... fuck you. God damn it. I lost because of traffic. I don't believe it. The RNG fucked me in the ass. Why is this guy at the end? Especially in this place that it's supposed to be Akina. This place that it's supposed to be Akina. Just that here it's called Akagi. The fact that Takumi is not here is quite disappointing. But it's okay. So unfortunately, yet again, we're not able to defeat every rival. Well, I still can do this battle royale thingy. It said win against its team racers. Is that what the achievement said? Is that what you said? Alright. Watch it. Watch me. Though this is gonna last for a very long time. This is gonna be an extremely long run. I guess I could go for heavy here. Considering that it's actually gonna be faster. But yeah, this is gonna take so fucking long, dude. 16 stages this is gonna be. But you know, at least my risk of kissing the walls is very low. I don't even know if there is traffic in this battle royale. Is there? I don't think there is. So if there is no traffic, the chances of losing are quite low. Unless you hit the car that is in front of you. So I don't see myself kissing a wall with this automatic drifting. Like, I either have to be distracted. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to be distracted. Can't imagine myself crashing without being distracted with this automatic drifting. Damn it, dude. Why didn't I figure this out first? Why didn't I figure it out? Well, these cars are still faster than me, though. Let's not forget that the car I'm using doesn't have the top speed that other cars have. I actually crashed there, but it's okay. Keep in mind that this is elimination, so as long as you're not last, you're not gonna lose. But yeah, maybe it's not a good reason to use the heavy, whatever it was called. Doesn't seem to be a very good idea. Doesn't seem to be a very good idea, basically, because I tried to avoid him, come on. Didn't have nowhere to run. Also, for a game that is called Slipstream, really doesn't seem that it makes that much emphasis in the Slipstream. Like, Slipstream doesn't seem to be that important at all in this game. I mean, it's there, it works. It really does not seem to be very important in the slightest. Unfortunately, I don't think that you can win with this car. At least in the fast mode. As you can tell that the car that is in front of me, well, yeah. Damn, and I lost right in the last corner. Fuck you. Oh, fuck me. Okay, let's do it like this. I have an idea. Probably not the smartest idea, I will admit. But let's try it like this. Medium automatic drifting with a car that has top speed. Is this gonna be a good idea? Probably not. But there's only one way to find out. Oh, only... Other than trying Battle Royale, I should try the cups. It's just that I don't really feel like trying the cups. I mean, I feel like 4 laps... I mean, the good thing about 4 laps is that it lets you adapt to the circuit. But I feel that it's a lot for something that has 5 tracks in total. That feels like quite an exaggeration. Yeah. The fact remains that this game is quite hard. This game is actually quite hard. Oh, I never fought that enemy that is... well, enemy. That rival that is in front of me, right? I don't know who he is supposed to be. But he's behind me now. At least this car should give me a better chance at winning. Also, something that I don't like is that the rivals change car constantly. Like, it's not that each rival has a very specific car. They are all randomized in every run. So you never get the same car, really. Whoop. Bob Ross got overtaken too. Come on. That's gonna cost me. And it really doesn't seem like, even if I'm far from being eliminated, I think the big issue is that it really doesn't matter how far you are from being eliminated. It feels that at some point it's gonna be impossible to reach the first place. At some point it feels that the first place is gonna be unreachable if you don't do something about it. And by doing something about it, I mean not crashing ever. Which I think that it's a lot to ask. Also, there are some rivals that I never seen before. Like this girl in front of me. Funnily enough, the rival that I seen the most is Takumi. I mean, the rival at the end, I guess. I wonder who is gonna be in first place. If it's gonna be one of the rivals that you can see normally, or if it's gonna be a completely different character. I don't know. At least we're getting closer. Yeah, I guess with automatic drifting, using a top speed car is probably the best idea. Like, I don't think handling will be that big of an issue if the game just automatically turns for you. Well, it doesn't automatically turn, but I mean, you still need to You need to press the directional button, but everything else is automatic, though. So I guess what I said about handling being the most important thing is completely void if you are doing automatic drifting. And it seems that I'm getting very, very close to the first place as well, so there is that. I'm very curious to see the achievements that the game has, like all of them. But the issue is that I will need to look them up in a page, because I'm pretty sure that if you go to Steam, they are all hidden. Just because fuck you, basically. And that's what blows my mind. Like, how can someone, like the guy that puts achievements in games, how can you make an achievement hidden if it doesn't contain any spoiler? How can you be so evil? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, why do you do that? Why are you like that? Also, I'm about to get first place. Damn, and there are 10 cars remaining. And this is gonna be infinite at this rate. Like, unless the second place gets magically faster, getting these assholes to be eliminated is gonna be absolutely painful. This is gonna be an absolute pain in the ass. Like, you basically have to keep going. Keep going for 8 more stages. Well, that's gonna be slow. So I guess I was wrong when I say that you needed to have a huge advantage. At least not in this medium mode. Maybe in the heavy mode, but in this one, I don't believe that's the case. The heavy mode makes everything... no, the heavy mode, no. The automatic drifting makes everything so easy. It really feels as if I was using automatic transmission versus manual transmission. Like, when I was a kid, every racing game that I played, I picked automatic transmission, because manual transmission was way too hard for me. This feels exactly like that, because you don't have to worry about anything else other than accelerating and turning to the sides. Nothing else, basically. Yeah, sadly, the last cars remaining are gonna be quite painful. Well, if I knew that picking this car was gonna make everything so easy, I would have picked heavy for the modification. But it's okay. At least this will get us an achievement for free. It's gonna take a long time. Well, only 5 cars need to be eliminated, not 6, because I'm assuming that though 6 cars remain also counts me. And if it counts me, I'm obviously not gonna get eliminated if I keep being first place. Well, I should try the Grand Tour mode with this car. It really is insane. Though the difference, differently from this mode, since the Grand Tour mode has the traffic vehicles, it's not guaranteed like this. Also, I like how that rival say I'm getting used to this. He said I'm getting used to this when he lost. He's getting used to losing. Well, to be honest, some minutes ago I was also getting used to losing. I was getting used to losing until I picked this car. See, and even that mistake is not gonna cost me anything because the second place is so far away from me. Like, I could fuck up twice, like 2 more times I could fuck up, and it really wouldn't matter because I'm so far away from the second place. Now if I fuck up 3 times, that will be different. That will make a difference. That will make a... Well, in fact the second place is going relatively fast. Well, not anymore. Apparently he fucked up. Wait no. So the music in the game is cool. Not as cool as it is in Outrun. Outrun music is fantastic. Outrun music really is one of those soundtracks that it's very hard to forget. Especially the main theme. I can still hear it. Goes another fuck up. Problem is that I can only do 1 more fuck up like that. If I do 2 more like that now, that second place is gonna overtake for sure. Well, I guess it's to give a little bit more spice to this thing. Because otherwise this will have been a guaranteed win. But if we fuck up... Oh, okay. That's literally the last mistake I can do. Well, you wanted some... Oh, wait, no, never mind, because my rival, the second place, also fucked up. So I can fuck up once more, thanks to that. So the question is, now that it says 2 cars remain, does that count me? Or does it mean that 2 cars remain to be eliminated? Because if it counts me, then once we beat this stage, we win. Which is what I hope happens. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the case, right? Oh, just in case, let's keep going. Well, obviously, it's not like we're gonna stop for no reason. Yeah. Let's do it. There you go. Victory Royale. Funny thing to say. I guess I'm a Fortnite champion now. Well, funnily enough, it's called Chicken Dinner. Is it trying to reference PUBG with that? Alright, let me check the achievements of this game. I mean, I'm gonna check them on Steam, but something tells me that checking them on Steam is gonna be worthless, because they are probably hidden. Yeah, Tim, that's so messed up, dude. How can you be such an asshole to hide achievements that are not spoilers? Slipstream achievements. Hopefully this... Okay, let's see this. Visit all the tracks in arcade mode. Wait, what was arcade mode? All rivals in a single session, all possible routes, reach every exit, defeating all the rivals along the way. That's the most fucked up achievement. That requires you to do all of the combinations possible in the Grand Tour mode, on top of winning them all perfectly. There is also a Diamond Cup. I don't know when it gets unlocked though. Win all the races in any cup, win all the races in all cups, then. Yeah, these are some very fucked up ones. Also, funnily enough, it seems that some portraits have been changed. Like Takumi in the achievements doesn't look the same as he looks here. I wonder if that was because of copyright or something. Maybe in other platforms you cannot do it. There are 5 secret tracks apparently. Alright. There's a lot of shit. 4chan? I mean by 4chan. Anyways, well, I guess I want to unlock that secret Grand Prix now. But will I be able to do it is the question. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this car, I'm gonna do automatic drifting, and I'm gonna go to heavy. And let's see what happens with this. If everything goes right, this should not only be quick, but we should be able to unlock the Diamond Cup. I just hope that the Diamond Cup doesn't get unlocked by winning both the stock and the custom tournaments, because that will be extremely annoying. I mean, already winning them all is a little bit hard. Something that surprises me though, maybe I didn't pay enough attention, but I think that none of the achievements included either the drifting style or the speed style. So for example, it seems that it really doesn't matter that I'm playing on heavy instead of medium. It seems like it makes no difference for any achievement. Maybe I didn't read them properly, but I don't remember seeing the word heavy, so... I'm sure there is a Fortnite PogChamp somewhere. Yeah, it's called Ryu-chan. You know Ryu? The Fortnite character? Damn though, that's fucked up, dude. It's insane how shitty Capcom is. Like, how the fuck can Ryu look better in Fortnite than he looks in Street Fighter 6? How is that possible? Like, how do you manage to do that? How do you manage to fuck it up so much? I mean, obviously, the looks on Street Fighter 6 can change. But judging how Street Fighter 5, everything that was wrong about that game stayed until it released, it wouldn't surprise me that Ryu was still the Incredible Hulk on release. And that's messed up, dude. It's like they do it on purpose. Like, I have a feeling that whoever is in charge of Street Fighter at Capcom, they really take the worst possible decisions just to piss the fans off. Like, they really do that. Like, someone is super bitter about fighting game fans, and they are like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck these assholes up. I'm gonna do the worst that I can do to this franchise, and they will have to eat it up. because it's a Street Fighter. It really feels like it's that way sometimes. It feels like there is some animosity, right? Like someone really hates their own fan base with a passion. Right? And I will understand that for a lot of fan bases. I definitely don't understand it with Capcom. Or well, Street Fighter to be precise. Because if there's something that Street Fighter fans are, well, a very big portion of Street Fighter fans are mentally ill to the point where they defend Capcom for everything. Well, they are either mentally ill or they are getting paid. One or the other. I don't know which one it will be, but it's one or the other. And the thing is that it's messed up. It's messed up because, like, with a fan base that likes licking your dick so much, you will think that at least the company will recognize that, right? Like, after all that dick sucking, they will be like, you know what? These guys maybe deserve a good game. But no. No, that ain't gonna happen. You're a Street Fighter fan, well, get fucked. Go street fight in real life if you want that so much. And I don't know why, dude. Like, I could understand if I was, I don't know, Toby Fox, right? If I see that my fanbase is so shitty, well, I wouldn't blame him to be like, you know what, fuck all of you. I'm gonna release this garbage just because of you. But he doesn't do that. He keeps releasing good games. Well, I mean, he hasn't really released Deltarune completely, but what he has released, at least the chapter 1, I haven't played chapter 2, but it's pretty good, right? So that guy that has all of the reason in the world to be pissed and be like, you know what, you deserve a bad game, so eat this shit, bitches. That guy does his best. Capcom, that is full of dick suckers that will defend them at any cost, just, you know, they don't get a break. Though maybe it's precisely because they don't stop sucking dick that they are treated that way. Like, maybe Capcom has realized that no matter how garbage the games they release are, they are gonna be bought. So they were like, you know what, who cares about making good games? These people are gonna gobble it up along with our nuts. So we don't have to worry about that. Just release this garbage. Who is gonna stop you, right? That's the thing. That's the very interesting thing about it, you know. But, you know, I don't know, dude. I don't know why Capcom can't make a good Street Fighter game anymore. Well, Street Fighter or fighting game for that matter. Because Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was also very bad. I just don't get it. Especially when their other franchises are not doing badly. Like Resident Evil is not doing badly. Monster Hunter is not doing badly. I don't know what other franchises they have. Well, I know what other franchises they have, but I mean active franchises. Well, like for example, Mega Man. When Mega Man 11 released, which is the if I'm not mistaken, the latest game they released. That game is fantastic. So I really don't understand why the fighting game division that they have is so fucking shitty. Like, why? Is there really no more talent left for fighting games? Like, are all the people that work in fighting games at some point choose either retire or developing other genre of games? And I wouldn't blame them, honestly. I mean, who will want to work in a fighting game nowadays? Like, unless you're a hardcore fan of fighting games, I don't see any casual developer be like, you know, oh, fighting game Dim, I'm so excited. Especially with how much of a pain in the ass developing a fighting game is. In fact, I will say that developing a fighting game is probably, like, it has to be the worst genre of game to develop. It really has to. Like, it's one of those genres that requires the most amount of development, and it's guaranteed to have the least amount of people playing it. It's like one of those genres that you really ask yourself why the fuck someone will make a fighting game, right? So they really are the lowest of the low when it comes to popularity, and they are the highest of the highest when it comes to how technically complex they are. Like, even games that are harder to play, like, I don't know, Danmaku games, those are relatively easy to code in comparison. I mean, other than simulators, obviously simulators are probably, and when I say simulators, I also mean, like, you know, driving simulators, well, any kind of simulator. Well, okay, not any kind of simulator. I'm not talking about Goat Simulator. I'm talking about real simulators, right? So, other than simulators, is there any other type of game harder to code than a fighting game? Or not code, just to develop in general, because it's not just about coding. It's also about everything else, you know? It's about, you know, the animation of the moves, the balance, you know, making sure that every interaction is right between the characters and there is not any weird bug resulting in an unexpected interaction. I really feel that other than real simulators, I don't think there's anything harder to develop than a fighting game. MMO? Well, I'll give you that MMO is hard to maintain. But is it really that hard to develop an MMO? I mean, it's super hard to maintain the servers running and make sure they work. But is the core gameplay something really that hard to do? Especially when most MMOs, when it comes to gameplay, are super basic. Well, though the amount of content that they have is not minor. But are they really harder than fighting games? Maybe they are, yeah. I mean, after all, there's also all the cybersecurity. Because I mean, if there is one hacker in your game that gets everything for free, that already ruins the whole game. Because if others follow, you know. Oh, come on, dude. That guy was also feeling them. Everyone is flying. You know, come on guys, this is not a shoot 'em up. You're not supposed to fly, you're supposed to stay on the ground. Depends on what kind of MMO, but if you look at Final Fantasy, well, right, but see, that's the thing. Final Fantasy XIV is a game that had literal literally 10 years, if not more, of development. On top of all of the development prior to release, right? So I don't know if that's a good example, because that's a game that is actively being developed constantly, and it's obviously big because of it. So I don't know if that's a good example, because you know, the thing, I'm talking mostly about the development before release, because if we're talking of after release, we could even say that a game like League of Legends, it's super complex. Yeah, because it has hundreds of characters that were released in the span of years, and obviously a lot of balance and shit that is needed. But you know, that technically could be any game. Any game that has constant active development, even Terraria. Like, Terraria will be in that bag as well, but not because it's technically a super complex game. It's because it has a lot of content that has been developed after release. So I don't know if I will count after release development. I think I will only count pre-release development. And if that's the case, I really do think that fighting games clearly lead the difficulty there. Except for, again, real simulators. So I'm pretty sure that a driving simulator, the same way that an airplane simulator, those are super hard, probably. But other than that, I think that every other genre is super below fighting games when it comes to difficulty of development. So I guess it makes sense that Capcom can't release a fucking good fighting game anymore, because it really is a genre that it isn't really worth it development wise. It's like, what are you even doing? Why are you putting that much effort into a game that you know it's not gonna be played? You know? But it's whatever. It is the way it is, after all. I think that regardless of whatever is the case, the point is that, I mean, the thing that matters is that that Capcom can do a fucking good fighting game, it seems. Not anymore. But we will see. I mean, after all, we haven't even seen the gameplay of Street Fighter 6. You know, I think it's one of those things where you really don't need to see the gameplay. Like, the lack of care that you can already see in that teaser is kind of like all you need to know. You know? Like, there aren't many games that have a very disproportionate effort between graphics and gameplay. I mean, there are some games that go specifically for minimalistic graphics, but that's their whole point, right? But when it comes to a non-indie game, like, you can tell that if a big company doesn't care about the presentation of a game, the gameplay is most likely not gonna be very good either. Because if they don't care about the presentation, why the fuck would they care about the gameplay? If after all, it's the presentation the one that sells the game, unfortunately. Like, gameplay usually doesn't sell games. Presentation sells way more games than gameplay could ever sell. So why would they even bother with gameplay if they don't care about presentation? Right? And I'm very convinced that Capcom doesn't really care about presentation on Street Fighter 6. So otherwise they wouldn't have realized that trailer. They are like, whatever. People are gonna gobble it up again. So who gives a shit? So I can't imagine the gameplay being good under those circumstances. But we will see. I don't know when it's supposed to release. I think probably the next year. Most likely. But yeah. I really wonder if it's a game that will get me hooked. Because see, the thing about Street Fighter is that it's not a minor thing. Street Fighter is always a game that has players because it's fucking Street Fighter, right? So my question is, will I play it on release? Like, will the game somehow hook me up to play it on release? That's what I'm thinking, like, will that be the case? And if that's the case, will I become a fighting game streamer? Because the thing with Street Fighter, differently from the other fighting games that I played on stream, is that it's guaranteed to have people. Like, it's, you know, it's a Street Fighter. You know that it's gonna have people playing it no matter what, right? So that's the thing. Will I become a Street Fighter player on stream? That's the question. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I will like it, in fact. I like Street Fighter. I really wish I could like Street Fighter 5, dude. If I could like Street Fighter 5, I would probably play that game non-stop. After all, there is always opponents waiting for you. Because everyone is playing that game. But unfortunately, it's so fucking shitty that I can't. I just can't play that game. And unfortunately, Tekken will be a good alternative, but Tekken, the netcode is garbage. And you only get paired against people that are close to you. So most of the times you're fighting the same people over and over again. Not to mention that obviously Tekken is quite a different game from Street Fighter, right? And even if I like Tekken, I obviously prefer Street Fighter as a fighting game. But yeah, just one of those things. So that's why I want Street Fighter to be good, and that's the reason why you hear me complain about Street Fighter 5 so much. Because you can tell, if that game was good, I will be playing it a lot. But the game is just not good. It's a shame, but it's not. It's whatever, right? Something that cannot be helped. But it sucks that that's the case. You know? There is also that Riot fighting game, but that game doesn't look very appealing to me. Like, that game reminds me so much of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like, the way it looks, the way they show how it plays, the fact that you have assists, like, it really feels like it's exactly gonna be like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And if that's the case, I couldn't be any less interested in it. So I don't know, dude. Well, if it's free to play, I'm obviously gonna play it regardless of how shitty it is. Because I mean, it's free, you know. You can just play it, you're not gonna waste money for that. But yeah. Wait, second? Oh, because he's on the other side. Damn, are you kidding me? Or this guy is going so fast, they are not even huffing on that slipstream. Also, why are these two guys red? Why are you stealing my color? Well, not only stealing my color, those cars look exactly the same as me. Also, they are going straight to the fucking water and they are not getting penalized. Oh, that sucks. I'm so tempted. Oh, third place right on the last second. God damn it. Oh, fuck you. God damn it. That fucking sucks. And third place only gets 4 points. Well, we can still bring it back, but this is gonna be so fucking annoying, dude. The problem is, I really want to see that final cup. So I need to win this tournament. Because apparently that final cup has new tracks. That final secret track, that's secret cup. Wow, what the fuck? That car is going outside of the fucking track and it's like it's still on the track. Very nice. Hey Colo, how is it going? I mean, this is nice because it's supposed to be an Outrun clone. And Outrun is a super classic game that was pretty much released when you were born. So yeah, that's why it looks nice to you. You can't really see that it's an Outrun clone right now. Because these are just normal races. But if you go to the main mode, it is an Outrun clone. Well, as much as I would like to play Outrun on stream, I don't even know how you will play the classic Outrun on stream. Unless there is a port. Like, I think that it's one of those arcade games that is super hard to emulate. Because you know that arcade arcade cabinets, I should say, they are all different, right? I mean, sure, some companies obviously develop one cabinet for multiple games, but for the most part, every arcade cabinet is different. So that means that there are some games that you will never in your life be able to emulate. Because they are just made out of hardware components that no one bothered to emulate. You know? I don't know if Outrun is one of those cases. It might not be, especially considering how popular Outrun is. I doubt it. I doubt that that will be the case, but you never know. It could be. Could definitely be the case. But yeah. I mean, after all, I mean, the initial D games, well, I guess, no, I don't think it's a wise idea to compare initial D and Outrun when Outrun is 100 times more popular, obviously. At least as a video game, obviously. But yeah. I will have to look into it. Because it will be a nice idea to play the Outrun games, I think. It will be cool. Got him. Well, can I make a comeback though? Oh, considering that the other guys are so far behind, the guys that got first and second in the previous race, yeah, I can definitely make a comeback. As you can see, the fact that I start on last place means that I'm first place in the tournament. Anyways, what's I gonna say? Yeah, I think that I'm definitely... I think I definitely decided on which theme I want to do next. I think I'm really gonna do Kogasa's theme for the next arrange. I'm gonna try to pay attention to the bass color. I really will try, but I have no promises. I mean, there is no confirmation, but I will try to, even if I can't hear the bass in the actual song, I will try to not randomly put the notes on the bass. I'm gonna try to make it something more like conscious, right? A more conscious effort. Can teach you some tricks on how to do it as easy as possible. Yeah, well, you kinda showed me the other day though. Like basically you have to pay attention to the notes that change the melody. And in those notes is usually where you will put a bass, or at least where you will switch the bass. Like the bass switches in the note that is the one that has the most variation according, I mean compared to other notes. Though my question is it a good idea to leave the bass for last? Because the way I envision it is that I should focus on the percussion and the melody, then the additional instruments that are supposed to be on the side, and then I will worry about the bass. Is that a good idea? To leave the bass for last? Because honestly, I don't think I will be able to think about the bass first and foremost. Like if anything, that will be something that I need to figure out once the rest of the song is figured out. Because otherwise it's just too hard. I think that the hardest part is gonna be figure out what instrument to use. Because for Kogasa's theme, personally, like the instrument is supposed to be like a sunpet, like the famous Sun trumpet, but it doesn't really sound that much like it. You can do whatever you want to, but usually go for the melody, the bass, and then the drums, and then you add the rest of the things, but no order is to be followed. Yeah, I personally, what I do, or well, at least what I did for that song that I tried to make, is I will get the percussion first. I will do the percussion first. I will do the melody for a section first, and then I move to a different section also with percussion and melody. And once I do percussion and melody for all of the remaining sections, I worry about the backup instruments, right? The Netsus BST. I could look into it, yeah. I mean, the BST that I use is called Proteus BS. But I will check that Netsus that you are suggesting. So Proteus BS, when it comes to MIDI, it's very good. Like, it has some very good, like, MIDI sounding instruments. Ooh, that was close. That specific song, the drums were the hardest thing to get right. But it looks like you copied every instrument as they were appearing in the song. Yeah, I mean, I tried to copy it perfectly when it comes to the percussion and the melody. What I could not copy perfectly, well, aside from the bass, which is obvious, are the backup instruments. Like, for example, the xylophone or xylophone, I don't know how to pronounce it. That instrument at the beginning, I couldn't figure out the melody. So I basically went for something that sounded similar. And then the violin at the end, in the actual song it does something different. Like, here I literally copied the main melody and that's it. But in the actual song, the violin like switches up the melody a little bit. But I tried to do that and it sounded so badly that I'm like, nah. I'm just gonna copy the main melody, and that at least is guaranteed to sound good. Because if I try to do this thing, it sounds so dissonant that I'm like, yeah, it's impossible to like that. Netsus is easy as this is the instrument. Just play with them and find what you want. Yeah, but I'm not very good at playing with how the instrument works. Which is the reason why I like Proteus VX. Proteus is basically full of presets that you can tweak, but like basically you have the instrument and you don't need to worry about anything else. Like, you have the instrument right there and you play it, and you know. But I will try Netsus. I will try, because I mean, after all, one more BST is not gonna do any damage, right? We can get another one. No problem with that. But yeah, I want to do that. I think that the whole BST thing is so interesting. Because it doesn't matter like how similar you can make a song as in terms of melody and anything else. Like, the instrument variety that is possible with BSTs is so gigantic that it's almost, well, I think that it's outright impossible without literally copying the same project to have two songs that sound the same, even if they are based on the same song. It just is the same. Anyways, you can go for whatever suits you the most. Yeah, for now I like Proteus VX. The problem with Proteus VX is that it's super old. And it's so old that basically every time you load it up off of a saved project, you need to set up some of the options manually again because it doesn't save them. Which is not that much of a problem because you can just set it up. Like, you can name the instrument with the settings, and I usually don't change much, so it's not a problem. But that shit is so fucking old. Like, it's so ridiculously old that I'm even surprised it still works. Like, the fact that I got it to work is a miracle in itself. But you know, the instruments sound very good. at least sound very good if you're trying to make Toho songs. Or Toho songs that always have such fantasy instruments that are very like focused on being cute more than anything else. It might not work for much longer. Hopefully it does. But you know, it's super old. It's like so old, and obviously discontinued as you would expect. But you know, the fact that I made it work truly is a miracle. But you know, I will try Netsus, thanks for the suggestion. Is it free, or is it quote-unquote free? Which one it is? Like, which type of free are we talking about here? I mean, I don't particularly mind, but I just wanna know. It's quote-unquote free. I see how it is. Alright, well, I'll see what I can do. Motherfucker. Though, you know, I don't know if Proteus BX is supposed to be free or not, actually. I think it is free, because it used to be in a web page that is official, and it literally had a link in the web page that allow you to directly download that BST. So because of that, I gotta assume that Proteus BX is free. But I don't know, because it technically is free in an internet archive. I got the Emerald Cup. Free to borrow. Who will pay for that garbage? What you mean garbage? You haven't even seen it. Also, did I unlock the cup? Damn, I did unlock it. Okay, I want to play this Diamond Cup. Didn't want to extend the stream too much, but I really want to see it. So, damn, all of these are... Yeah, these are new maps. These Aquatic Ruins, for example, is a completely new map. Damn. I'm glad I didn't miss out on this one. It's a shame that I took so long to figure out that automatic drifting was a thing. Really wish I knew that beforehand, but I didn't. That's quite a problem, but it's okay. Better late than never, I guess. You saw it and the interface is fucked up. I mean, it's an old program, you know. I'm pretty sure that for the standards back then, that was very good. You know. Well, though the thing with those kind of products is that they are products that are really not meant to be used as BSTs first and foremost. They are supposed to be standalone programs that you use with a very specific keyboard. You know? That's the thing with those programs. So when you try to charge them as BST, they probably are kinda shitty because they are not supposed to be used as BSTs first and foremost. Okay. Move away. Move away. Damn it, he doesn't move away. Come on, buddy, move away. Okay. Well, I guess instead of move away, I should say move aside. That feels more fitting considering the context, I would assume. Though move away is not particularly wrong, but I think that move aside is more fitting. And though the car behind me is going illegally fast, is that because of the slipstream? I think that's because of the slipstream. Yeah, he most likely is gonna overtake me by the end. I could try blocking him, but it's very hard to block cars in this game. Because you can't really see them until they are right behind you, you know. I mean, you can look at them in the map, but the map is not very helpful. Or at least it's not as helpful as a mirror. A mirror will be helpful. Hey, at least I got first place. That's a good start. So what other trucks are we gonna see? These are... Oh, what the fuck? Virtual Plaza. Oh, okay. Damn. Am I high? It might be high. What the fuck am I looking at? Look at this shit. Damn. So is this how these trucks are gonna be? Because all of the trucks so far have been realistic. I mean realistic as in they could exist in real life. I don't think... Oh, okay. Well, there goes the bitrate. Oh, what the hell? See, not only this fucks with the bitrate, it fucks with my eyes. This is supposed to be the vaporwave track, as you can see by the old monitors, the cursors, the statues, and obviously all those shapes where the pink color is predominant. It's basically vaporwave the stage. Oh. Ah, fuck. I mean, it was kinda expected that a game like this will have something like this, to be honest. Well, if the stages can get this fucked up, the question is how fucked up the rest of the... Because there is still 3 more tracks in this Grand Prix. I don't want to imagine how fucked up they are gonna be at this rate. Because look at this psychedelic shit. This is only the second track of this quote-unquote secret tracks. So can you imagine that? I don't think this even can appear in the normal Grand Tour mode. I think these are completely non-existent there. Absolutely non-existent. Yeah, I'm assuming that in a lot of... Well, the game itself, I'm assuming that already makes the bitrate go straight to the dumpster. I mean, every racing game that you stream outside of the cockpit will make the bitrate look very bad. Because there is constantly moving shit, especially the floor, right? It's hard for a game a racing game that doesn't use cockpit view to look good on stream. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. The second place is at Well, he's a quite a long distance, but he can catch up. No, but it's too late. The finish line was right there, so yeah, he couldn't. But okay, this is a very strong start. First place in the first 2 races, and the second guy, Mystic Cave, huh? The second place is not even the same in this previous 2. This Mystic Cave, is this supposed to be the Sonic 2 Mystic Cave? I mean, after all, if the interface heavily references Sonic, you will expect that at some point one of the stages will reference it too. This could be a Sonic 2 stage. And I remember the Mystic Cave being so fucking annoying. What an annoying stage. But then again, Sonic 2 had so many annoying stages. Though at least I guess it was consistent about the difficulty. Like as the game kept going, the stages kept getting harder and more annoying. As you can tell by the final stage being so fucking annoying to beat. Because you're constantly in an air fleet. And there is a shit ton of enemies and obviously bottomless pits everywhere. Because you are flying up in the air. So at least it's consistent about the difficulty. Though the most fucked up thing about Sonic 2 is the fact that you need to beat the final boss without any rings. Like, I think it's the only Sonic game, or well, not literally the only, because I'm pretty sure Sonic 1 was also like that. I don't remember actually. But you know, it's one of the only Sonic games where you cannot go against the final boss with any rings, basically. You cannot use rings at all, which essentially means that you need to perfect the final boss. Now obviously we're talking about Sonic, a game that is widely known for probably having the easiest bosses in the history of games, right? But you know, even then, it's very easy to choke. Especially because the physics of that final boss sometimes get very rough. Like sometimes the guy, like it's clearly in position for you to damage him. And some other times the guy looks like you can hit him, but you get hit instead. And a mistake like that is paid with you dying, obviously, because there are no rings, so you can't take any hits. That's the main issue, basically. You know, regardless of that, Sonic 2 is an amazing game. Well, Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles are amazing games, really. It's a shame that you can't say the same about most of the other Sonic games, but you know, it's okay. Those 4 are fantastic games. Fantastic games and very hard too if you want to get the true ending. They are actually hard. Got it. Okay, so how crazy are the last 2 tracks gonna get, I wonder? Well, at least we shouldn't worry too much about the Grand Prix standings, as I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. Polygon picks. Wait, we have another Vaporwave team. Didn't expect that we will have 2 Vaporwave tracks. Just like that. Look at this shit. Can't get much more Vaporwave than this. So what is gonna be the last track? Is it gonna be Rainbow Road? That will be interesting though. Having Rainbow Road as the last track. That will be quite interesting. Damn, How is this legal? How the fuck is putting a ring next to an emerald legal? And not just any ring, but that specific ring. How the hell is this legal? I don't believe it, and it's not the first time that this game does it. How is it possible that they keep getting away with this? That's messed up. That's fucked up, dude. I don't understand what is with vaporwave inspired games that love inflict, like, they love going through copyright. What the fuck, dude? Rings and emeralds that look like that, that's unbelievable. Hey Yummy, how is it going? Hey, thanks for the game, by the way. I know that I told you that yesterday, but I really appreciate the game. The game is pretty cool. It's very hard until you realize that you can do automatic drifting with literally no drawback. When you realize that, the game becomes quite easy. Still hard, it's not 100% easy, but you know, it's still a nice challenge, I guess. And the fact that it has an outrun mode, which is the main mode, it's the cherry on top. Problem is that getting every achievement in this game requires so much grinding. It's actually ridiculous. Like, you could probably play this game for 50 hours and you will still not get every achievement there is. It's insane. It has so much... Well, I don't know if I should say that it has so much content. It's just that the achievements require you to play a lot of things multiple times. That's mostly the thing. I mean, well, you could say that the game has a fair amount of content, but not that much. But you know, it's still a very good game. I would like to play it for more, but I feel that playing it playing it in like without rest, like if I play this game tomorrow, I think it will get very repetitive. I feel like this is the kind of game that you want to play like once in a while. So what is the last... Oh, we're straight in space. Oh wait, this might be Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road is... yeah, okay. I can't believe it. Well, it wasn't a very hard prediction to make, honestly. This is pretty much Rainbow Road. This is essentially Rainbow Road. I wonder what happens if you fall off from the track. Like, can you even do that? Like, what's gonna happen? Is it game over? Or are you gonna get slowed down? Are you gonna respawn? What's gonna happen? Because this track doesn't seem to have any obstacles. Seems to be just this. I really wonder what happens if you go off the track. Well, I don't really want to find out by myself though. So is there any volunteer? Well, the problem is that if there's any volunteer, I won't be able to see them because I'm in first place. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Wow, that corner was very hard. If I didn't have automatic drifting that corner, I probably would have failed it. Yeah, I'm very curious to know what happens. Ouch. Well, it seems that these cars are gonna make me find out. Or not. I don't know. We are all pretty close to each other. Also, it's worth noting that if I win this race, that will mean that I will win every race in this tournament, which is also an achievement. Winning every race in a tournament. See, that's the problem. Another achievement is winning every race in every tournament. Now that's fucked up. Though at least in these tournaments, if you want to, you can choose reset the race that you are playing, which basically takes away any challenge, but you know, you can do that. Well, not like it takes away any challenge, it takes away any stakes that the Grand Prix will have. Because if you want to, you can just keep going until you get first place in every single race, and that's it. Instead of having the risk of needing to do everything in one go. Also, I wonder if I will be able to win this race. Because not only, yeah, those cars are close, but it's not just one car. It seems that there is a lot of cars that are super close to me. I really wonder what's gonna happen. The question is if they are gonna make it in time. Yeah, I think they are gonna make it in time. Well, not if I block. But blocking is not gonna be very effective. Oh damn, it was super effective there. If I hadn't blocked that, I would have gotten second place. Nice. Well, there you go. Perfect tournament. Just like that. Damn, look at the point difference. If you get first place, it's just insane how many points you get in comparison to everyone else. Well, there is the Diamond Cup. Also, why does that guy look like Ayrton Senna? Is that literally Ayrton Senna with a cartoony filter put into it? It kinda looks like that. So give me those achievements. Got Diamond Cup and Invincible. Alright, well that was pretty cool. Oh. Am I getting the credits? Damn, did I accidentally beat this game? I can't believe it. I think that I actually beat this game. Damn, just like that? Yeah, okay. Okay, so as I thought, this is a Latino game. I mean, Sandro Luis de Paula, that's... I mean, either Latino or from Spain. But, you know. But yeah, that was a pretty cool game. Can't believe that I actually got to see the credits. Because I was gonna be like, damn, I'm not really playing too much, you know, of this. Like, I feel that I could have played it way more, but hey, seeing the credits makes me feel at ease that by my terms, I beat the game. So it's interesting because, well, I haven't tried to win against every rival in the main mode. Maybe I could try that and see what happens, but it seems that you only get the credits on this mode. Because I even won the Battle Royale mode with the max amount of opponents, and even that didn't show me the credits. So it seems that at the end of the day, this is the main mode, the Grand Prix. That's interesting. Because if that's the case, then the Outrun mode is basically like a side thought, more than the main mode as I thought it was gonna be. You know, regardless, very, very good game. Are these all backers? It's like these are all backers. Well, yeah, I mean, they are clearly not all developers, that's for sure. But yeah, these are a lot of Hispanic names, so I'm assuming that this was definitely... Well, it is to be expected. I don't remember what I saw in the game that made me think, yeah, this is definitely made by Latinos. There was something that I saw and I don't remember it. But regardless, there was someone called Bobo. Well, there are a lot of crazy names here, yeah. There is quite a lot. But this is all because these are backers. So all of the names that you see here are just stoner usernames. Well, yeah, then you have something like Daniel Nunez that is clearly a real name. But you know, a lot of this... Oh damn, someone named like me. There is a Gabriel here. But yeah. The thing is that most of this, well, I was gonna say most of these are usernames, but now all of these are real names. Damn it, was out to be proven wrong. Damn, if Sean Loner is a real name, then that's a very unfortunate last name. Very, very unfortunate. Who let the robes out? Connor. Another Gabriel, damn. That seems like they are. Oh, there are still special things, huh? It's not over yet. Wait, you already say special things. Why do you have it again? My username is an actual name. Yeah, I know. Antonio Bellota. Nice. And special thanks to you. Alright. It was a pretty cool game, honestly. But I mean, I'm a sucker for games like this, so I am most likely gonna like games like this regardless. Like, racing games are just my sham, no matter what. So, it was obvious that I was gonna like this game. I actually would be surprised if I didn't like this game. But yeah. So basically the only thing left to do is basically achievement hunting. And as I told you before, some of these achievements are ridiculously hard. Like, there is an achievement that is literally beating the Grand Tour mode in every single combination, beating every single rival at the same time. That shit alone will take you minimum, I don't know, 10 hours? Unless you do them all in the first try. If you do them all in the first try, that will probably take you 3 hours. Maybe. Something like that. Anyways. Yeah, that's gonna be obviously it for me for today. It was a pretty cool game. It was definitely a very, very nice game. Maybe I will play it again someday. I mean, I could treat this game the same way I treat Horizon Chase. That playing it once in a while is never a bad idea. But yeah. So in any case, thanks everyone else for watching, and especially thanks to Yummy for gifting me this game. Very generous of you. And I'll see you on the next stream, probably with another game. So have a good one and take care, everyone.